yes, she does pick up the kill. Even with the exhaust, all of that damage reduction, he was just a tiny sliver left. Very kind of careless by Lee Sin. He used his Q to jump into the creeps, and as a result, he had to burn his flash to get out. If he had had that flash, he would have been okay there. They are grouping bottom. I'm not sure why. Dragon won't be up for another 2 minutes, so I guess Vayne recognizes that this wave is pushing and wants to get all this farm. But I thought Alistar was walking down with her, so they really need to start getting blue in the hands of Brand. Allow him to just have that cooldown reduction and spam ability with the mana regen. I guess while it's a lull, we'll take it some look at some items right now. You see Zilean is building tanky, throwing the damage off onto Trind. Irelia is chasing him down. He does have to use his flash. He didn't want to have to use that ultimate, and even with the ultimate, he would have to flash probably. He is able to get out though. You see Zilean is building tanky because he does have kind of a short range on his bombs. He wants to be able to kind of stand up in that fight and not just die very quickly. So that'll be very good for him. And then also the catalyst procs, definitely earlier have helped him sustain in lane very well. You see Irelia really, not the most items right here. She is farming fairly well, but because she hasn't been involved in those kills and is giving up those kills to Tryndamere, she doesn't have that great of a damage output right now. I don't know, really not a lot to see, but you do see that Tryndamere, is starting to get some big damage items. Brand has no items yet, really. He needs to. He looks like he's building relies, but he really needs to be building towards a Rabadon's for damage. And Irelia is chasing down this Soraka. She is going to have to be careful. She's very low. The bomb going off, and she is okay. She does use the flash, and Brand does go down very quickly, chasing down Tryndamere, and Tryndamere goes down. He didn't even get his ult off. I don't know if he was stunned, or he must have just been surprised by the damage output, because you can use your ultimate through the stun as Tryndamere. And wow, they are giving up 3 kills here. This is going to be a quadra kill. They are not able to pick up the quadra kill, but a game where they were in control essentially, and they are just throwing it away with these poor fights. They were kind of disorganized that whole time. It was, they had 4 people up there, but if you saw, everyone was kind of running around doing their own thing, and so Curse Gaming was able to just chase them down one by one and pick up those kills. Caitlyn will take bot in the meantime, but they are going to get this Baron, and someone is Irelia is teleporting bot to defend that tower. But they have just pulled out ahead on this game. They're even in Dragons, 1-1, and that kill advantage that Purple had just completely disintegrated with a 4-kill fight, and then with the Baron pickup, Curse is really in control here. And this is really a scary situation. You really want to just sit back and farm. Brand needs some damage items. He has Relies, which just is not a high enough damage output, especially considering that your entire team is physical, except for Brand. So they really need to just let this game play out, make sure they keep on getting wards down, and just play very defensively. Any more kills right now for Curse could spell a fast end to this game. So they really need to just farm, and not allow Curse to get in on them, because they have really taken advantage. And with that Baron right now, they could probably get an inhibitor very quickly if there's another good fight like that last one. They are pushing up mid. Purple is a little bit disorganized. Alistar isn't there yet, but here he is walking up. They do see the dragon spawned, so they will likely get that free dragon right now. Yes, they are backing up to get the dragon. Take a further advantage in this game while it's, kind of even, though they are in control. So they are going to get this free dragon, and then they can continue their push afterwards. And there's the dragon gone. A little bit out of position. They are able to get the engage onto Soraka. Vayne throwing off all of her damage. The pillar from Brand able to throw off some damage, but he isn't able to get the stun off on anyone. I don't even think he threw the Q out. They are going to be okay and get out there, but Soraka taken down to half health. Vayne with that red buff very close to chasing in on her. I believe Alistar is sitting over here. No, they are transitioning bottom to push bottom. They do need to watch out that if they stand too close to this wall, Alistar might be sitting here waiting to flash in pulverize, and then headbutt back to his team for some quick kills and a great initiation. Nocturne is going to split push. He does have that ultimate to engage in the fight, but Alistar does flash in on the Tryndamere. He gets the pulverize. He doesn't get the headbutt, but Caitlyn is killed very quickly mid by Vayne, a little bit too aggressive defending that tower. So while the action's going on bottom, they are able to pick up the kill and the tower mid. And Nocturne ulting, he's probably ulting down here. Where's the fight? It's over here. Damage going off on Brand. He does throw off his ultimate. Alistar's ultimate's already down, so he will be looking to be a little cautious here because he doesn't want to lose that Oracles. Vayne chasing into the base, throwing off the damage onto Lee Sin, onto Soraka. They are going to get the kill on Brand. They're going to be able to get the kill on Tryndamere. He's going to have to use his ultimate and spin out, but he's not going to be able to do any damage to anyone. No one's low enough for him. He's not going to be able to get out in time. Tryndamere goes down. They're going to take the base here, so they're going to lose at least an inhibitor, probably 2 inhibitors. You know, they might even sit at these Nexus turrets. And you see Whitest Asian Tryndamere saying, I think that's game, and I'd have to agree with him. They are going to get 2 inhibitors here. You know, potentially they're strong enough. They're all very high health right now. They have a decent mana supply. They're potentially strong enough that they might just take these Nexus turrets right now. So it appears they are going to... they are going to back out. But they have... Curse Gaming has 2 inhibitors down, and this game will probably be over the very next push. I would be very surprised for them to be able to hold out. You see Brand doesn't have any damage. As we look across the board, Soraka's not a damage dealer. Brand has very low damage output right now. Lee Sin has no damage built right now. Tryndamere is, you know, well farmed. He's probably doing well, but when your entire team's dying, you can't just run in and 1v5 them as Tryndamere. That just doesn't work. Caitlyn doing pretty well. She does have a Bloodthirster as opposed to like an Infinity Edge, but you know she definitely has a decent damage output. But really, they only have 2 damage dealers on the entire team. So with the tanky team, with the Alistar ultimate, with the Zilean ultimate, Curse Gaming can just run into their team and be as aggressive as they want, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Irelia has finished up her Triforce, so she's, you know, going to be dealing a ton of damage. And you see, she went immediately from like nothing to Triforce and Frozen Heart, so she's going to be extremely tanky. Nocturne has had the Yumu's for a while, so he's going to be dealing his damage output. Zilean is almost done a Rabadon's. Once that Rabadon's done, he's just going to be, you know, AoEing the entire team and just throwing off tons of damage with those bombs. And you see they are grouping up here, coming up into the jungle, see if they can get a pick-off for an easier win, but they will be transitioning to mid. It actually looks like they're going to engage on this tower, and the flash in from Alistar, he does get the pulverize off, he doesn't get the headbutt out, but he throws down his ultimate to kind of tank the tower. They are able to get out of there, but Vayne is dealing her damage. She's separated from the team though. Can she get the kill onto Brand? She can't, but Nocturne does, ulting in. Zilean taking a ton of damage. Zilean will go down. The ult from Zilean went off on Vayne, so she will live here. But everyone from PG going down, and Tryndamere's used his ultimate, but he will go down now. And that is an ace for Curse, and they have 4 people still up. They are taking this tower, but really there's no need. They can just walk in and take this base. You see Irelia TPing over there, and they are all walking over. They are going to take this base, and that will be good game. You know, definitely some exciting play, and a little bit of an early advantage for Purple, but you know, very quickly snowballed out of control from really just one poor team fight, and a little bit, you know, of maybe a poor item decision by Brand, and Curse is able to pick up that win.